Hey YouTube, how y'all doing, man? And I'm B Gamer here, and like I usually do, video game plays and things of that nature. But I'm here to do a little different. I'm usually doing uh, gameplays, video gameplays of Madden and different video games. But I wanted to just do a preview of the Cowboys and 49ers games, a rivalry that's renewed again, and you know. The 90s and the 80s battles, that the 49ers and Cowboys shared were always great. It's been a great rivalry. It's good to see us hook back up again and play each other. And, I'm wearing red this morning, but I'm a Cowboys fan. Always have been, always will be. I love them boys. But to preview the game that's coming up, we as Cowboys fans have to be careful. We really have to be careful with the 49ers, And it's not an upset or anything like that because I think the 49ers and the Cowboys are two evenly matched teams. And Jimmy Garoppolo playing with the injury to his throwing hand, every time he throws, he's having pain because he has a torn fragment in his finger. He has a broken bone in his finger that he's playing through, his thumb in particular. So him to gut that game out like he did last night. In last night's game, he pulled it out against the Rams, and it had a lot to do with the seeding. And me as a Cowboys fan, I'm happy we're not playing the Cardinals in the first round. I'd rather have the 49ers, even though it's any given Sunday, you can always lose to any team. But the reason why I never really make a video about the Cowboys and Eagles game was because, Dak played great. Of course he did because he was playing against the Eagles backups. He was playing against the Eagles backups, and Garner Minshew, for whatever it's worth, is a good quarterback. He's a good quarterback that we face. He stepped up in the place of Jalen Hurts Saturday night in the Eagles Cowboys and game that took place Saturday, and the Cowboys did a great job to come out there with the rust off. But we always have criticism of Mike McCarthy no matter what. And my criticism of Mike McCarthy is I'm happy we won the game, yes, of course, and it did better for the seeding. But we should have had Dak out of the game in the third quarter. I know Parsons was out with the COVID and all that good stuff. I know Diggs, and we had a lot of starters rested, so it was a good thing. But it was a good thing that we stayed out there on the field and got that rust off because sometimes letting the players sit back and chill and rest before playoff games can backfire most of the times. So I like that about our coach Mike McCarthy, that he was still aggressive in the end of the season to let Dak play, get the rust off. But that defense that Dak faced in the Eagles, that wasn't the real defense. That wasn't the defense he's gonna face in the playoffs. You'll see the real defense that the Eagles have to bring out when they play the Buccaneers. The Eagles will not be an easy out for the Buccaneers. They will not be an easy out. The Eagles defense have been playing really, really good the last couple of weeks. But back to the matter at hand, the Cowboys and 49ers preview. And I was saying we need to be very careful. Deebo Samuel is an armed Swiss knife. He can do it all. He can play running back. He can play wide receiver. He can return punts. He can return kicks. He can do it all. So that's the main guy I think on offense that we have to really put our focus on. I love George Kittle, but the thing about George Kittle is he's just injury prone. You just don't know if he's going to be there or not. He's very important, but Deebo Samuel is the most important player on the 49ers team. And our defense has to really, really put focus to him. We really have to focus on Deebo Samuel. I was happy to see Dak get his mojo back, but at the same time, again, I'm not poo-pooing on him. I'm not downplaying how great he was Saturday night with the 5 touchdowns, setting the Dallas Cowboys record with passing touchdowns of the season, breaking my boy Tony Romo, my favorite Cowboy of all time, breaking his record. That was a big feat by Dak. But again, not the rain on Dakota's rain Prescott's parade. It was against the Eagles backups again. It was against their backups. The Eagles did not play their main defense, and Dak had a show. He put on a show. And it might be a blessing in disguise for us to have, and I hate to say this, Michael Gallup injured. because what I've seen from Cedric Wilson is very, very versatile. Gallup is a very, very good deep threat, but he don't make plays throughout the game, man, a lot. And I know it's only one ball, and we have Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, and Amari Cooper, and they all want the ball, and there's only one football. So with Gallup being there, sometimes it's a gift and a curse. It's a gift and a curse, in my opinion, to have three good receivers a lot of the times, because you're not going to be able to satisfy all of them. It's like the Rams over there in California. The Rams, man, they have a hard time, man. Like, trying to keep Odell Beckham, Van Jefferson, and Cooper Kupp happy, man. That's a tough feat by a quarterback. And as we see how Matthew Stafford has been struggling as of late, throwing the interceptions, that's why I'm happy to have my quarterback, Dak. He's going to get some exotic looks in the playoffs like Arizona was doing him. They were confusing the hell out of Dak. And I hope he can get it together, him as well as the offensive coordinator and the coach. Like I said in my last video with the Cowboys, when we are facing defenses that are disguising their blitzes and bringing all their players up to the line of scrimmage, disguising blitzes, we don't know if they're coming or sending the blitz or they're going to drop back in coverage. Dak has to get better with that. And also, him getting better at that takes the coaching. You can't put him in the backfield in empty sets when players are sending the house, or they seem like they're going to send the house. You can't put him back there. You got to have him protected. So, getting in bunch sets with Zeke in the backfield to help block. Like, a lot of times on third down, man, we were in empty sets. So, the 49ers, and I know Shanahan, like the coach for the 49ers, is a really, really good coach. And he saw what works against Dak and what don't work against Dak. If you sit back and you play zone coverage against Dak, he'll rip you apart. Dak Prescott will rip you apart in the zone coverage. But if you play man and you confuse him with blitzes and pressures that he don't know coming, he gets antsy in the pocket. And Dak is my guy. But he gets very, very antsy in the pocket when it's pressure coming. It's pressure coming. Because the one thing that I always notice about Dak, and I know coaches and around the league, they notice it. If you take away his underneath routes in the middle of the field, he's not willing to throw the ball deep a lot. And I don't know if it's with the receivers' chemistries he got with Cooper or CeeDee Lamb, but throwing down the sidelines, man, to deep passes seems like they're never attempted during the game with the Cowboys. I never see it. It's always intermediate passes to Dalton Schultz, the tight end, or like in between the tackles to Cooper, like on slants or something. We got to get better with stretching the field on the sidelines as well to make defenses respect us more. So going up against the 49ers, they got nothing to lose. They going to come in off a big win, riding a high momentum. Us as Cowboys fans and the Cowboys players, they have to be very careful because the 49ers are coming in with upset on their mind. Elijah Mitchell in the backfield, the 49ers backup running back who's became the starter now, we have to watch him as well. He's very good. And Jimmy G, even though he had 2 interceptions the other day, he led the 49ers to a very good comeback win in the second half against the Rams. They were down 17-0. And Jimmy G led them back to win 24-27 against the Rams to get themselves in the playoffs. So when you have a team fighting for each other, man, that's the hardest thing to beat. And Jimmy G is very, very capable of winning a game. Jimmy G went to the Super Bowl and was a couple of plays away from beating Patrick Mahomes. So it's not like Jimmy Garoppolo is chopped liver, because he's not. Us as Cowboys fans, we can't just think that and take for granted that just because we're playing the 49ers, we're going to win. The 49ers are a tough team. And like we always say, any given Sunday we can be beat. Anybody can be beat. So we got to really bring our A game, our toughness. We got to have a mindset of every play matters. Every play matters, and we got to get it together. And I know as a Cowboys fan also, we rested a lot of our players in that Eagles game. And I'm happy they got their rest, our defensive starters and things like that. I hope they're ready because the 49ers are really going to be a challenge. I hope the Cowboys are ready. I'm ready to get this win. I'm so ready. But I hate that we'll have to go through Lambeau or Tampa Bay I really do hate that even though the Cowboys have been this year a better team road wise and record wise, they've been better on the road record wise. And I'm happy we're not facing the Arizona Cardinals again, like to start the game off. Even though I think we are capable of beating them, Kyler Murray is a bad little man, bad, and I say that myself because I'm a little man. I'm 5'8", 5'9" myself. So Kyler Murray having those skills he got in that little body is impressive to me. He's the most scariest player. He played great yesterday in the loss to the Seahawks. Russell Wilson just outplayed him though. So I'm just happy we don't have to go against that the first round. Let them and the Rams go against each other and beat each other up. And the winner of that game will play the Cowboys or 49ers, whoever's the winner out of that game. Let's root for the Cowboys, man. Let's hope that we can get these playoff wins. Let's go. I'm excited to be in the playoffs. Dak had a career year, and he should be the comeback player of the year, in my opinion. He should be coming off that scary injury. I'm just happy to have our quarterback back. I know it's a lot of things that's said about him, and I'm up and down on him as well. But all in all, Dak Prescott has had a great season. Very, very good season. I still think he's overpaid, but there's not too many quarterbacks out here that I would take over him. If I can't get Derek Carr, or if I can't get the Chargers quarterback Justin Herbert, if I can't get Deshaun Watson, players of that sort, I don't know too many other players that I would take over Dak. Kyler Murray, if I can't get that, I'm content. I'm perfectly content because Rodgers and Tom Brady are getting older in the tooth at quarterback. They can't be around forever. They're doing an outstanding job right now in the twilights of their careers. Still playing great football, but I wouldn't take either one of them over Dak right now because of the age factor. Aaron Rodgers is older, Tom Brady is older. Dak is still in the prime of his career. And, as much bad as we say about Dak, he's a good player. Does he have his flaws? Yes. Things he have to work on, so many tilt passes. Like, wow. It's not like Dak is 5'9". And Kyler Murray, I don't think, if we look up the stats, and I'm going to look them up, I don't think Kyler Murray has as many tilt balls as Dak. Dak stands in the pocket, and I've never seen a quarterback that gets so many balls tipped by the defensive linemen or the linebackers or whoever. We got to work on that, though. But he has a lot of positives about him, though, his quarterback play. He's tough. He's gritty. Hey, he's a great leader. So us as Cowboys fans, we should feel really, really good. And hopefully his contract don't cause us to lose so many other players because in a little while we're going to have to pay Diggs. We're going to have to pay Michael Parsons. And, we can't keep everybody, man, with that contract Dak got. So hopefully we get that restructured. We get Ezekiel Elliott contract restructured because we got to have players that we got to keep. We might have to let DeMarcus Lawrence go. There's going to be a lot of moves we're going to have to make. And last but not least, I want to get to Greg Zuerlein. It comes down to kicking a lot of times in the playoffs. Please, Zuerlein, for the love of whoever, Greg Zuerlein, please get the kicking in order, man. It's a shame when I want to see my kicker, and I'm more comfortable with Greg Zuerlein kicking a 55-yarder than I am a 32-yard field goal or an extra point. Greg Zuerlein, you have to get the extra point and the little bunny field goals. And I know kicking is a hard feat. I know kicking is a hard thing to do in the NFL and the college level. But Greg Zuerlein, that's what you get paid to do, brother. Like, that's your job. You're a professional. I've never seen a guy hook so many extra points. Extra points and 28 to 35-yard field goals. I'm more nervous than anybody. Like, I'm very comfortable when Greg Zuerlein is kicking a 45 to 50-yard field goal than I am a 25 to 32-yard field goal. It's like his leg is just too strong for short kicks. It's like he's just not a short kicker. Like, I'm always nervous when he come in for an extra point now. And I have been for the last 5-6 weeks. Every time Greg Zuerlein comes in to kick the ball on a short field goal, I'm nervous. But when he's kicking a 45 to 50-yarder, I'm like, I know he's going to make it. He's very good long-range kicker. But short-range kicks, I'm nervous. And in the playoffs, we need every point. Greg Zerline, please don't let us down. I know the pressure's on you, man, but I hope you're at practice. I hope you're going to bed at night practicing kicks, man. Short kicks, because you need it. You've been costing us a lot of points, man, and I hope you can get it together for the playoffs, because we need you, Greg Zerline. We need you. Hey, with that being said, that's the preview of the Cowboys and 49ers game that'll be coming on this coming weekend. I hope we can get the win, and I will be back, win, loss, or draw, to talk more about some Cowboys. Even if we win or lose, I'll be back to do some post-game stuff about the Cowboys and 49ers game. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what y'all think about the upcoming playoff games, particularly the Cowboys and 49ers. But with that being said, hey, I wish y'all the best. Y'all have a great morning. Stay away from COVID. Be safe. And I'm out. Peace.